Ed's Garage. Today, quick video. Just a few people are asking about measurements and sizing and materials and spacing and all that stuff for the bed platform in my Hummer H3. So I figured I'd, rather than writing down everything and making a schematic, I figured I'd just do a video. That way you can get some of the nuances here. So first off, let me just show you. So this is the folded up bed platform in the back of the Hummer. So I'm going to fold it out. You'll notice it's hinged right here. So you've got your main platform. This is hinged. I haven't actually finished the base yet, but the main platform is the important part. So we're just going to grab this one here and pull that out. And you'll notice it's rounded right there to pass by the roof. And then, of course, it's hinged the opposite way here. Now, as it goes down, you'll notice it's going to sit on the armrest, but I've also bolted a little block to the back of the seat, so that required pulling the back cover off the seat, and then I made that block out of some MDF so that it fit nicely in that corner, and then painted it with I just used bed liner to paint that, so kind of matches. So anyway, so now as it folds down, it sits on that piece there and then sits on the armrest. So what I'll do is I'll actually move the seat back a tiny little bit now, just to kind of compress everything in. So now the seat back is holding that side up, and the other side is being held up by the armrest, and it's nice and perfectly flat. So first I'll go over the dimensions of the front piece, as it is sort of the most odd shape. So let's see if I can do this with one hand here. By the way, I covered it in just jean fabric. It's just denim, just a black denim. And then it's stapled on the back side. Alright, so the first dimension here, so on the hinged side, we are looking at 26 inches. And this side is rounded, that side is not. Okay. Now, along this edge right here, because of where the passenger seat is, this is actually caught on an angle. Okay. So this side's perfectly straight, that side's on an angle. So you'll have to kind of, unfortunately I've already got the edges rounded off, but well, let's see here. So it's about 25 inches, just under that. I mean, yeah, I'd say 24 3/4. So you're going from that 26 measurement here to 24 3/4. This side being the cut angle. What I would recommend is once you've cut it, just line it up with your the back of your seat, and just cut out a little piece there and round off this corner as well. Or if you want to get real ambitious, line it up perfectly with that edge. Now, as far as the length of this piece, this edge is on a right angle to this edge here, and that is 19 inches. Okay. And then you'll notice, I'm just going to move that seat forward again. Okay. So as I lift this up, you can see I only put the denim on the one side, because you rarely ever see the bottom anyway. And then of course it's hinged there with a nice piano hinge. The other piece, the next piece over, is covered on both sides. And the reason for that is as it flips over, you'll actually see that side. So let's give you the dimensions for that. Now again, this corner is rounded, the rest is not. So not rounded, not rounded, not rounded. The only reason this corner here is rounded is to pass by the roof line right here as you're folding it over. So the dimensions of this one is square all the way around. Let's get the tape measure out here. So we're looking at about 26 1/4, and (26 1/2) this way. Now, one thing I did with these pieces is anywhere there isn't a hinge, and also not right here because it has to sit on that block, I rounded off the edges using a small router, just a round off bit, So this edge is rounded off. This is not, though. Anywhere that the hinges are, you want to keep it flat, because you don't want that little sort of rounded thing in there. You just want to keep it flat. Same goes for this edge as well. Keep it flat. And then I also kept the bottom of this spot here flat, but I rounded the top. And the reason I kept the bottom flat was that so it would sit nicely on that block. Okay, so you got those measurements. Now the back measurement. Now, by the way, these are 5/8 inch plywood. The rear one is 3/4 inch plywood for a little extra strength because it's actually spanning all the way across. I will be putting drawers in there, but I haven't quite figured out how I want to do that yet. So let's measure the back. I really got to take that antenna off. Alright, so with this one here, all of the edges are rounded, except for from here to where the end of that hinge is. So even this is rounded on both sides. This one is 30 inches exactly by, with me, 42 1/4. Sorry, I'm holding it with my pinky here. So 42 1/4 by 30 inches. And then that is using the 3/4 inch plywood. So my plan is to take these pieces here, and I'll use an L bracket to actually bolt it onto the cargo net mounts. So these will be affixed, and then this will be removable. So all I need to do is just fold the bed up, and I can pull the whole bed platform out. And then the drawers are somehow going to mount to the outside pieces here. The only downside is I'm not sure, well, not downside, I haven't actually decided whether I'm going to do one big drawer so that I can just ignore this piece, or if I'm going to do 2 drawers and somehow mount a centerpiece. I'm not sure if that's going to work, but I don't want to affix the centerpiece to this because I want this to be able to come out really easily and maintain that sort of flat profile. So there you go. Hopefully that helps you guys out.